Okay, folks, listen, before the reaction start, I just want to say I'm combining both reacting to a creator's video and gaming let's play. So it may take a little bit of practicing and cutting. This is a bit difficult for me to do so, combining both reaction video and gaming let's play. So it is a massive undertaking. I will be talking about while I read or anything. Well, we'll see how it works. If the intro is too long, I will cut it out. A little reminder, I'm not going to play all of it though, I'm going to play some of it. You want to see the full video? I'll leave it in the link in the description. Sorry, I fumbled the words. On cue. Intro.
I don't need some suicide detail to get me a medal.
No one's offering you a medal to do your job, Hux. Now, you read up on those aircraft bombs?
Yeah, those things are mighty dangerous. Sarge.
Your Sarge is riding up front.
You know, guys, before I start today's video, I just want to give out a quick disclaimer to everybody out there, just so you know what to expect in today's video, because I feel like there's a lot of very slow people out there that, I don't know, they can't wait a couple of minutes. So let me just tell you, man, we're gonna talk about the community's trust towards Activision and Call of Duty. We're gonna talk about some of the good things that are coming to Black Ops 7, because there are some good things, just as a fact. And dare I say, some undertones of politics in today's video.
All right, listen up. Our job's to take the bridge as the convoy acts as our decoy from the opposite side.
So we get no armor support.
Jerry will blow the bridge at the first sight of armor. That's why Huxley here is gonna disarm the bombs before the crowds can detonate them.
But it's not gonna be something too jarring. It's something that you would absolutely expect from a greedy fucking corporation like Activision.
Whose brilliant plan was this?
General George S. Patton. You got some kind of problem with him too?
Nope. So long as the orders aren't coming from McCullen. Ain't no orders coming from him.
Now before we let fully continue, let me tell you this. Let's see this while we play the game.
Hell, he said so much the word for 2 days straight.
How about you worry less about the Sarge and more about those bombs, Hayseed?
Yeah, I got it.
Listen, when it comes to Call of Duty, usually right now people are dividing it because there is casual fans and there is hardcore fans, such as streamers. I don't think I would say streaming is, of course, the reason why people, I don't know, hated Call of Duty, but that's just me. Look, some people just want to play a good Call of Duty games, okay?
Out of here!
See?
Move!
This is strictly a Call of Duty game. Look, seriously, Treyarch, why can't you do like this one? Oh yeah, and by the way, I think maybe because the campaign is going to be released way early, a week early. I don't know if it's true, but just a reminder. And frankly, not every Call of Duty community wants to go. Well, there are some who would play the campaign, there are some who won't. Like myself.
All right, let's move out!
Okay, see? I mean, look at this. This is when Call of Duty was at its peak, folks. Look at this.
Let's move! Hot damn! But they got some tasty spoils in there, boys.
Yeah, and Jerry was done. Look sharp.
Okay.
I spoke to several Call of Duty developers who say the recent price increase for Game Pass from $19.99 to $29.99 is a positive for the Call of Duty studios.
Positive?
Financially, this will be a win for them as individuals because it will lead to more revenue, which means they are more in control of their future and what they can achieve. There is also a lot more financial upside with bonuses and such if they are successful now. The news of a price increase also means they need to rely on making games that sell more units to achieve these bonuses. The vibe in Activision with regards to Black Ops 7 is pretty positive at the moment. A few months ago, the executive team was not happy, and now they are feeling better. Let me just start by stating the obvious. Okay, if the developers are feeling better about their product and their working conditions, then I don't have any problem with that. I think that's actually a good thing. And I understand this doesn't really fit with the whole narrative that, oh my god, voice channel, nothing but negativity, man. Dude has nothing positive to say. I'm a fucking virgin. Yeah, man, wow, who would have thought a human being has compassion for a different human being that is seeing the upsides in life? Wow, man, what a concept. It's almost like I'm not one of the people that's just going around being like, oh my god, dude, if you don't like Jake Paul in the Replacer commercial for Call of Duty, that means you have depression. Right, and this channel is the one that's spreading negativity to society. Anyways, guys, this is where the slight undertones of politics really comes in, and I don't like talking about politics. I don't like talking about capitalism and all these other topics because, unfortunately, there's a lot of people here that honestly are very, very pro-business. Okay, they're very pro-corporation, whether they believe it or not, and it's just a slippery slope.
Sadly,
but thankfully,
it is.
It's not too much, all right? It's not very jarring. Guys, this has anti-consumerism, capitalism, and greedy corporation written all over it. First of all, hearing from people in said business and corporation that a price increase is good for everybody, I mean, are we fucking surprised hearing some shit like that?
I don't think any of us is surprised at all. Do these Call of Duty put my brain short circuit every time I heard that? Look, do these developers even think that many gamers only buy 2 games a day? Activision, what the hell are you doing? See this, Activision, Treyarch, this was your... Well, this is a forgotten game. I don't know if you remember it. I don't know if Treyarch or Activision remember this game. Look at this. Whoa.
Keep moving forward!
Clear this castle up and down.
Yeah, see this? See that? Still good.
Position, Nickel.
Ooh, see this? Come on.
Got one!
It was interrupting my reaction video.
Los geht's!
I mean, seriously, Sarah, you remember this?
That's it! I'm out! Los, Entdeckung hinter den Bäumen! Out of here! Move! Out of here! Move!
Come on.
Germans!
Anybody thirsty?
To the southeast! What happens when we get up top?
We don't know what we're going to grab out there.
This is ambushed.
Okay, sorry about the gameplay footage. Yeah, this is a bit tricky to combine it. Now, I'd like to hear your thoughts on how my method is working. It's pretty much new methods for me.
Stay away from these niggas.
However, what's really upsetting me here
That's better.
is the fact that, unfortunately, it's being translated to these developers from Activision that they need to sell more units because if they do, then this price hike that is happening on Game Pass will be to their benefit as employees.
That's right.
Because Activision, the big greedy guys at the top with billions upon billions of dollars, will give them bonuses.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if your incentive for making a better game that could possibly sell more and be more successful, if the incentive there is that you're going to get a bonus and you're going to get more money out of it, I'm sorry, but that has anti-consumerism all over it. It's almost like these guys are not being paid fairly.
Yes, that could be right, Foley. Now look, Foley, I don't think that is the case. Yes, there are some employees, developers, who are doing good that need to be paid, but I think you should know one thing. This is what happens when video game became mainstream, okay? There was a lot of bloat, and most importantly, there was a lot of bad actors who want to take advantage of the situation just to grip on it because they've seen how gaming make more money. They want to do that because, for starters, many of these people who hate the Call of Duty community, not just the Call of Duty community, but video game in general, they want to promote their activists so that they want to promote their activism so that they can get paid. Sorry, I found the words. It's not easy though.
Out of here! Move! Ambush!
Yeah.
Told ya! Shut up, Cruiser!
Ready?
All right, let's move out! Take off!
See this?
Reloading!
Let's be clear one thing. There's a lot of activism, not just in Call of Duty, but in gaming in general. There's a lot of bloat, and I did make a video on my second channel where I believe the video game industry needs a reset, folks. It does.
Move it!
Look at this game. Look at the one I'm showing you right here. This was the peak. The one thing, this game was made by Activision and Treyarch.
Potato masher, run!
See that? Assuming Activision remembers this.
Germans in the open! To the southeast!
Yeah, assuming they did.
Fire in the hole! Southeast! Got one! Keep firing! Los jetzt! Out of here! Move! Run am Boden!
Feindliche Truppen verlassen die Deckung!
Huxley! You're good at stealing stuff. Minus the bomb.
Working on a AAA franchise, you either need to be getting paid very handsomely, or if you're not, then the people above you are a bunch of greedy porky bitches, which
That's
has
right.
been my claim since the goddamn start. So to everybody else out there that thinks I'm just hating to hate, no, I genuinely have this deep-rooted disdain for Activision because I don't believe in these sort of practices. I am not about it whatso goddamn ever. We're not talking about an indie studio that needs to make more money because they're a fucking indie studio and they actually do need the support. We're not talking about a mom and pop shop on the fucking corner. We're not talking your local businesses out here, man. We're talking about Activision. You mean to tell me that if Activision increases their prices for their fucking games, that their employees are going to get paid more if the game succeeds? You realize these people have billions of fucking dollars. What do you mean this is the condition under which their employees will be paid more? Obviously, to the common folk out there, I mean, it equates very easily. For a business, it makes sense. You make more money, you can spend more money on your employees. I'm sorry, the difference here is that we're talking about a multi-billion fucking dollar corporation.
That's not how it works
And to the
for
people
them.
in the comments and any other content creator that has a response to this, that has something to say along the lines of, oh man, it's a $10 price increase, we're not really gonna notice much about it.
The problem is, listen, how am I supposed to put this into words, folks? Back then, oh yeah, veterans. I remember what I'm about to say. I'm probably certain many veterans of either Activision, Treyarch, they're gone. Look at this one. This game that was made, I don't remember when. I'm certain the...
Move, move, move!
I'm certain whoever made this is gone.
Keep on 'em! I'm low on rounds! Eine Granate! Kommt sofort!
Oh,
Hilfe! Wurde getroffen!
yeah, whoever made this game,
In Deckung bei den Kisten!
they're gone.
Germans! To the southeast!
Achtung, werf eine Granate! Move, move, move!
See this? This game, the one I'm showing you right now, whoever made it, they're long gone. They're not currently in Activision or Treyarch.
Don't really care. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's just basic human nature that once your incentive begins to be more about getting more money and not actually trying to make a better product for your community, you begin going down this rabbit hole where now we're actually talking about disingenuous creations out here, all right? Oh, wait. This should be very interesting for the people that have criticism about rage baiters and shit like that. We only care about the money, we don't actually care about Call of Duty, right? Well, this guy is staring you right in the face, and so are the other people at Activision just looking at you because, I'm sorry, but you're simply fighting the wrong fight.
Forget about the ads. Alright, let's see this. It says here, according to this, billion-dollar companies say price increase is a good thing. Wow, shocker. I didn't know that normal devs who work on these games, who want to see their bonuses are in the billions, or in this case are the billion-dollar company. Game Pass was a net negative for the devs because it impacted their bonuses they received any other year prior. Greedy asshole. Now you know why many developers, and I do mean the veterans, okay? The founders, anybody who have made good game, good Call of Duty games. I mean, do any of them still around? Like this one.
Take cover by those crates!
It ain't the Queen Mary, but it'll do.
Whoa!
Whoever developed this game
Easy,
is
boys,
probably long
easy.
gone. Even though I have criticism on the boat thing, I respect their realism, okay?
Pour it on! Faster!
See this? So kudos to whoever made this, okay? Yeah, keep going. See this?
Nichols! Drop the oars and return fire! Take out those Jerry on shore! Nichols! Go! Move! Bring it in!
Dock it!
Stay low! Sanitäter!
Ow.
Verlassen die Deckung!
We've got to do something. Something. This is bad. We've got to take out those 42s. Joe! Nichols! Pop smoke ahead! Take out those machine guns! Take 2 guys with you!
Whoa.
Los jetzt!
Wow. this game is still playable, well, most of the time. Miss.
In Deckung gehen, los!
See this.
Bewegung!
Let's move!
This is... Well, I would say I've forgotten Call of Duty. Alright, let me get rid of them. Oh,
All right, let's move out!
Sarge, it's Nichols.
Wasn't obvious enough that a lot of people were going to have a problem with this, and people were just going to call this shit out because it's worth calling out because it's fucking stupid.
Joe from Seattle.
I decided to take it upon myself to try to look at this from a different perspective. Okay, when we're talking about a game like Black Ops 7, a lot of people out there genuinely do appreciate the positive changes that have been made recently, and this might come as a shocker to a lot of people, but one of those guys is me. You know, guys, I'm gonna admit something here, alright? It should come as no shocker, but this channel has quite a bit of critical content towards certain franchises, certain video games. I don't know which game in particular, but obviously I've stated this before. Call of Duty has been a game that I almost entirely grew up on. And I god honestly
Me too.
did love this franchise, but over the last few years, I've seen this franchise take a turn that I really genuinely dislike. One of the biggest problems with the current gen Call of Duty games was SBMM. I've talked about
That's right.
SBMM several times on this fucking channel.
Of course it is.
In great depth. I've talked about how it is anti-consumerism. I've talked about how it has capitalistic undertones. I've talked about how there's manipulation in there, and it's not just making sure that the best player can't shit on noobs. No, it goes significantly deeper than that, especially when you get the implications for what it means for money for Activision. Yeah, I've been against skill-based matchmaking for a minute. The day they announced they were going to be reducing it,
I'm not trying to dunk on the creator, but I do believe that YouTube's ads really is out of control. It's like it pops up out of nowhere. There were times where Rewind, the ads popped up, and then after the ads popped up, another ads popped up. I think it's unskippable. I don't know what happened. I grew up on Call of Duty, okay? I think I started Call of Duty on the PS2. But in the end,
Take cover! German! Let 'em fly!
this was my second,
Get
I
that
think.
stuff out of the way! Guzzo, break out those windows!
Because don't forget, right now, Call of Duty has a, I don't know if this is count as a problem. I believe this is more like a streaming problem because don't forget, ever since Warzone come out, or in this case, many people in the streaming community, the Call of Duty streamer and shills, they just want everything to be catered to them. And guess what happens? Call of Duty listen, or in this case, Activision and Treyarch listen to them. And then, many casual audience, the casual players, they were being forced to go someplace else. Yes, there are some people still there,
That's it!
but not
Move, move, move!
what I'm looking for. It's less.
Mann am Boden!
Achtung, werf eine Granate!
Ui,
Feindliche Truppen verlassen die Deckung östlich von uns!
come on.
Eine Granate kommt sofort!
Out of here!
Yeah.
Feindliche Infanterie!
I don't know if Treyarch remembers this.
Germans! Out of here! Move!
I hope I'm doing it right. I'm trying to finish as best as I can with this gaming Let's Plays combined with reaction video. So, if you have any feedback, let me know.
I was actually very surprised and very happy about that. Now, for the launch, seeing as how they're making that change permanent, and it's not just a playlist, and they're removing disbanding lobbies as well as several other things that you've heard from these dev talks where they're actually talking about like the UI and the progression and the anti-cheat and the aim assist problems. All of these things sound very, very good to me. Let me repeat it for the short bus riding morons that are still drooling in the back seats talking about, "Oh, they are nothing positive, they're just disingenuous, lying and manipulating."
The right to say what we want.
Shut
when
the
you think about
fuck
it.
up!
Listen up, you toothless, drooling caveman. From the dev talks that we've gotten over the last month and a half to all of these big foundational changes like disbanding lobbies and SBMM and the anti-cheat and all these other things that I've been complaining about for months and years, I'm going to tell you that I am genuinely pleased with the direction this franchise is finally going in, assuming that this is actually permanent and successful. But here's the thing, even with these changes, remember what we just talked about at the start of this video. We're talking about a greedy, disgusting corporation where the consumers and community are not in their best interest. What is in their best interest? Money. And when you operate your franchise like that in the golden age of social media where people are finally giving out their opinions in significantly greater amounts than they used to back in the day, you're gonna get a lot of people that simply don't have trust for this corporation or this franchise any longer.
It's called
here
shills.
is Exhibit A. I put out a poll yesterday and I said, after some great changes, is Black Ops 7 worth buying or pre-ordering? I gave 3 options here. Yes, COD is back. It's better, but still not worth it. And there have been no great changes. And of like 6,000 votes, and this is just a small tiny sample obviously,
that's
it's pretty obvious
interesting.
where the majority of people are. They seemingly believe there has been no great changes in Call of Duty. Obviously, this is going to be due to a bunch of factors. Some people are trolling, some people are exaggerating, and some people like the picture of Bobby Cosby that I put up. I'm going to tell you where I lean more towards. I lean more towards it's better, but still not worth it. And the reason it's not worth it is something you're about to see in some of the comments that I'm about to share. The community does not have trust that this corporation is actually acting in their best interest.
Exactly.
Because they just haven't shown you that for like 6-7 years straight, and for a lot of people, even beyond that. So while I at least can acknowledge that these changes have been net positives, like they are genuinely really good changes, I'm not surprised that people still don't want to pre-order or buy. I'm not gonna sit here like a dumbass and say things like, "Oh dude, you guys are just hating to hate, man."
Uh-oh, retard alert!
No, that's like an invitation for you to try to understand how people could still possibly view this negatively after so many positive changes, and the answer is obvious as shit. Mr. Bizzle B says, more importantly, why were the changes needed, and why only when their pocketbooks are getting hit that's the only time they want to make changes after years of their community telling them concerns. Shady as fuck in my opinion, and they'll convert back to the shenanigans as soon as they get their launch money. I'ma call it now. This guy named Zeus Skills says, the changes are good, but they already lost too much trust. I'm sure
That's
even
right.
Fully would agree these changes make the game better, but people have already lost interest by now. And I'm gonna be straight up, yes, it is absolutely a lot to do with the trust that people don't have anymore for a franchise that has done them dirty for so many years. This guy Cody Clark says they've had since 2019 to fix these issues. If they fixed them earlier, the franchise would have been in a much better state. Them only fixing these issues when Battlefield 6 released is a clear sign that they don't care. They're just trying to combat their competition. And
That's exactly what it is. So sorry, apologies I had to let the video run way longer. Sometimes you have to make sure the creator cook a bit so that you can know what you're talking about. Now here's the thing, how long has it been? When was the last time that Call of Duty ever listens to their community? As we play this game, ask yourself that.
Sir, the intersection's pinned down good. There's no way through. But I saw a cafe and a butcher shop that might get us a flanking position.
Here's the situation. That 42's got the square pinned down good. We gotta flank it. Sarge, through the cafe or the butcher shop? Sarge? Sarge! Damn it! Nichols, you take point. Don't get caught out in the open.
Now. Hope you can't get my voice.
Devil workers! Take them out!
Behind those boxes!
Stay close!
Nice work.
Sofort! Sanitäter!
Frag grenade! Out of here! Move!
Okay.
Germans! Floor! Let's move!
Hey, Idiot! Find us here!
What's up? Throwing a grenade!
All right, let's move out! Hinter die Flak! Mann am Boden!
Okay, here's the thing. I believe, in my opinion, the only time where I think maybe Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I could be wrong on that one. Did you hear my voice? Yeah, I think maybe after either Call of Duty World at War or maybe Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 1 is where the last one,
Almost at the bridge!
I think. I don't know, I could be wrong on this one. Oh.
Look left! Come out! Reloading!
Again.
On the base!
In Deckung! Mit mir, komm! One grenade coming right up!
On the base!
So again, here's the thing. Activision is also owned by Microsoft. They have $1 trillion, yet what they do instead of listening to the fans, like for example, cheating, they did nothing. I don't know. When was the first time Activision ignored cheaters? Or generally, when? That's the real question you have to ask yourself. When did they first ignore the feedback that there was cheating? Or in this case, the anti-cheat wasn't working? While we play this, answer that question.
I'm advancing!
Wow.
Get out of the way!
Bewegung!
Not bad for a hasty. You too, Nick.
Not bad for AC.
Feindliche Truppen verlassen die Deckung! Sanitäter!
Whoever made this game,
Hier nach!
yes, I know Activision and Treyarch make it.
Take cover! Germans! One
Like I said, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
down!
whoever made this game, they're long gone.
Move, move, move!
And this is what happens when veterans left the company.
In the open! South of us!
Sarge, you want to cover the foyer while Guzzo, Nichols, and me check upstairs? Sarge! Sarge! Guzzo, Nichols, upstairs! Move!
See this? Those voice actors?
All right, let's move out!
Take a look at this.
Join the squad downstairs.
Take a look at this. Look at this, folks. Isn't this beautiful? Whoever created this art, I'm gonna guess they're long gone. They don't work at Activision anymore.
Germans!
Look. Regardless what you want to say, not everyone can pay that extra money, okay? And why do you think retro game, or in this case retro game sales, are booming? That's right.
Take it easy, Huxley, take it easy!
I got you.
No way Huxley can make it across the bridge with his leg like that. That means our engineer can't disarm the bomb, Sarge! Sarge!
bombs. Do they use a collapsible circuit?
I don't think so, Sarge.
So, they're just regular UXBs?
Yeah.
Guzzo, you're with me.
Forget it. Dix, he's officially got Section 8. It's suicide. Maybe not. Sarge was an engineer back in the day.
See that?
Nick,
That's how you
come
tell
to the
an
Sarge.
origin.
Nice knowing you.
See this? Look at this. Whoever voiced those characters, I'm guessing they're not there anymore. I don't know who are they.
Over by the rubble!
Listen, Activision, do you remember this game?
Take cover by those crates!
See that? Look at this. Look at that, folks. Isn't that good? The art.
Germans in the open!
Infantry!
Come on, let's go!
See that?
In the open!
See that? See this?
That's it! German troops!
Okay, here we go. Covering fire.
Okay, what else am I supposed to add? Oh yeah, the community trust. I think, in my opinion, the real question is, yes, what's gonna happen after Black Ops 7 release? Yeah, what's gonna happen? A little side note, this thing could be either 45 minutes long or anything because I'm combining both gaming let's play and some reaction video. Remember, it's still under work in progress, so a little bit heads up. So Activision, take a look at this. Do you remember this game, Activision and Treyarch? Do you remember this?
Okay, cutting the wire.
Look at that. See this? Don't you remember this? Now, before I let you watch the cutscene, let me say this. Activision, it doesn't matter whether you increase or not, you fumble the bag. In my opinion, let's just say in my second channel where I make my theory on the Avengers Doomsday trailer, where I talk about it, I say to Kevin Feige, or in this case, to the MCU and Kevin Feige, assuming they are watching, that they have one chance, just one. Same goes for Activision and Treyarch. They only have one chance. They miss, it's done. For good. No, I'm not joking. It's done. Kaput finito. Enjoy the cutscene.
Tell Guzzo. Tell him. Tell him to go to hell.
You did good, Sarge.